Good afternoon to all, to one and all. I've been hearing speeches here, and they are just wonderful, amazing, on such a wonderful topic on the human rights. And so I'll start with my speech now. First and all, I'll try to be very basic that what are human rights? Human rights are not something which are very legal. In fact, they are our innate rights. They are our inborn rights, if we see them, which belong to the entire humanity. And these rights are not only limited to a certain people, but they belong to the entire humanity in the world. And to all the species, they are more valuable and necessary for all of us today than ever before. They are not any kind of special privilege. They are not any kind of special privilege that we are having as human rights. It is our right, as I've already told, that they are our innate rights. They are not any kind of special privilege or a favor which is given to the humanity. As such, it is not any kind of incentive from anyone, either an individual, group, community, country, or a continent. They are common asset, in fact, and inseparable rights belonging to everyone in the world. We are human beings and correspond to human nature, and human rights correspond to human nature and the need of society in every part of the world. In every part of the world, humanity, human sociability, human civilization, morality, ethics, benevolence, mutual mutual respect, mutual accommodation, symbiotic relationship, and fellowship cannot be realized without respecting human rights. Therefore, the celebration of human rights today, that is 10th December 2022, an initiative for upholding them, has become our primary responsibility and moral political obligation for our identification with the Platonic idea of the good and the Kantian categorical imperative, our major goal, not in our country only, but in other parts of the world, has been to provide institutions, principles, and laws to attain sustainable development, peace, prosperity, and security, and respect for others and tolerance. According to Professor Eric Hobsbawm, who was a British professor, uh, over 180 million of people have been killed in the last 100 years all over the world. And they have also been destruction, bombings of civilian targets, proxy wars like in Syria, Lebanon, Tunisia, etc., economic sanctions, fake news, propaganda, and hatred, which has caused massive violation of human rights all over the world. It is very strange to note that human rights violation is increasing, at the same time human rights education and human rights institutions are increasing. Human rights violation, which includes child abuse, child trafficking, child soldier, and child refugees. We see child soldier in the form of militant in countries like Syria and even Latin America, where we see violation of human rights. We see the violation of human rights, like the violation of women being ill-treated in the houses, streets. So this we are seeing continuously, that women are being ill-treated at some level or the other. Maybe it's dowry, maybe it's child trafficking, maybe it's prostitution, etc., etc. Even in the houses, in the offices, we see where the women are working premises, and there are cases of blackmailing also. Youth in the world is the main victim of the fault line. Therefore, challenge before us is to protect and promote human rights, which require the protection of youth from the from the virus of intolerance. We have to educate our youth, because youth is basically the backbone, because they have to take care of all this, preserving our human rights. So, human rights, the youth has to take care. जैसे in Hindi we say, youth ने डोर पकड़नी है. So the youth has to take care of this, and we have to educate our youth, the teachers, the education line where they should be taught. The youth has to be taught properly, and the youth not only at the school or college level, the education starts at home. So I will end up my lecture. It was a very small briefing today. Because I'm a professor in DAV College, and there's a lot of hectic work going on these days. So thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.